Hello students, next topic is insulation resistance of a single core cable. In order to prevent the leakage current flowing through the cable, insulator with suitable thickness should be provided around a cable, and the path for leakage current is radial through the insulation. And insulation resistance of a single core cable is nothing but the opposition offered by insulation to leakage current. So the insulator used inside a cable should have the property of high insulation resistance. That is, for satisfactory operation, the insulation resistance of the cable should be very high. Consider this figure. It shows a single core cable of conductor radius R1 and internal sheath radius R2. So in between conductor and internal sheath or metallic sheath, insulator is provided. That is, we have seen in the construction of underground cable, in between this conductor and lead sheath or metallic sheath, insulation is provided. So in this figure, in between this conductor and metallic outer layer, this region is the insulator. So consider L as the length of the cable and rho as the resistivity of the insulation, and here take a small layer of insulation of thickness dx at a radius x from the center, and the length through which leakage current tends to flow is dx, and the area of cross section offered to this flow is 2 pi x into L. So we know that resistance R is equal to rho into L by A. So here resistance R is equal to rho into, here the leakage current flows through a distance dx. So dx L by A. So here L is dx divided by area is 2 pi into xl. So we have to find out from R1 to R2, that is the insulation resistance of the whole cable. So for that, integrate from R1 to R2 rho into dx by 2 pi xl. So here the variable part is x. So by integrating x with respect to dx, we will get log x. So applying the limits, we will get R as R is equal to rho by 2 pi L into log E R2 by R1, where R2 is the internal sheath radius and R1 is the conductor radius. So from this equation, we can see that R is inversely proportional to L, where L is the length of the cable. So as length of the cable increases, resistance decreases. So insulation resistance of a cable is inversely proportional to its length. Next topic is capacitance of a single core cable. So we can consider a single core cable as two coaxial cylinders. That is, consider this figure. That is, the conductor is shown here and the outer cover is the metallic sheath. So we can assume this as two long coaxial cylinders. Coaxial cylinders means the cylinders having same axis, that is having a common axis. So we can consider this conductor and metallic sheath as two long coaxial cylinders. So here the metallic sheath or lead sheath is at earth potential, that is it is earthed. And consider this figure. So here the radius of this conductor is small d by 2. So the diameter of conductor is d, then the radius will be d by 2, and the internal sheath diameter is capital D. The radius of internal sheath will be capital letter D by 2. And let us assume that the charge per meter axial length of the cable as Q coulombs, and the permittivity of the insulator, let us take it as epsilon. We know that epsilon will be equal to epsilon 0 into epsilon r. So consider a cylinder of radius x from the center and axial length 1 meter. Then the surface area of the cylinder will be 2 pi x into 1. which gives 2 pi x meter square. So we have to find out capacitance of this cable. For that, first take electric flux density at any point P on the considered cylinder. So here the considered point is P. So electric flux density at any point P is given by dx, that is the point P is taken at a distance x from the center. So here electric flux density is denoted by dx. So dx is equal to q divided by 2 pi x, that is charge per unit area, or charge per area is electric flux density. So D is equal to Q by area. Area here it is 2 pi x. Electric field intensity at this point P is Ex. So electric field intensity is equal to dx by epsilon. So substitute dx, then Q by 2 pi x epsilon. So we know that epsilon is epsilon into epsilon 0 into epsilon r. Then we get electric field intensity at this point P at a distance x from the center. Ex is equal to Q by 2 pi x epsilon 0 epsilon 0. 2 pi x epsilon 0 epsilon r. So we know that capacitance C is equal to Q by V. Next we have to find out electric potential. So we know that the work done in moving a unit positive charge from point P through a distance in the direction of electric field is Ex into dx. We know that work done is equal to force into displacement. So here the force is electric field intensity. So work is Ex into dx. So hence the work done in moving a unit positive charge from conductor to sheath, which is the potential difference V between conductor and sheath. So the work done in moving this unit positive charge from conductor to the sheath is given by V. So V is equal to integral d by 2 to d by 2, because from conductor to sheath, that is the whole portion is considered here. So for that, integrate Ex dx from d by 2 to d by 2. Then we will get here x is the variable one. So integrating 1 by x, we will get log x, and applying the limits, we will get log d by d, that is log internal sheath diameter by conductor diameter. And the capacitance of the cable is C is equal to Q by V. So substitute V here, then Q will get cancelled, then we will get 2 pi epsilon 0 epsilon r log d by d farad per meter. When we substitute the value for epsilon 0, then we will get 2 pi into 8.854 into 10 raised to minus 12 into epsilon r by here log E, natural log is converted to log to the base 10. So log E is equal to 2.303 log to the base 10. So that conversion is given here. So after solving, we will get epsilon r by 41.4 log to the base 10 d by d into 10 raised to minus 9 farad per meter. So this is the final equation. We can also use this equation for solving out the problems. Okay, so this is the electric potential between conductor and the internal sheath. And if the cable is having a length L meters, then the capacitance of the cable will be C is equal to epsilon r into L divided by 41.4 into log to the base 10 d by d into 10 raised to minus 9 farad. So this is the capacitance of a single core cable. Thank you.